Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the winning streak. We are currently on episode 23. There might be some echo, by the way. Just want to point that out early this episode because we're trying out being closer. So we'll figure that out. I'm your host, Bryson.
And I'm Zeke.
And today it's the same things as usual. So getting straight into it, Zeke has a couple hot takes.
Okay, so my first hot take are the Lions are overrated and will have to fight the Vikings for the division all the way through Week 18.
I agree because the Vikings have a pretty easy schedule for how good they are looking right now. And the Lions, I think, also have a pretty easy-ish schedule. I know they play the Cowboys soon, but I think that they're fraudulent. And even if they do beat the Vikings for the division, they're going to lose early playoffs, first or second round.
Okay, that's fair. And then this one, which I had made before last night, Monday Night Football, if the Bills don't get it under control going into Week 13, they won't make the playoffs. We're going into Week
I agree now because they're out of the playoffs right now.
So, yeah, right now they're
so crazy. By three spots,
they're 5-5,
too.
aren't they?
Yeah, they're out by three spots, though.
Yeah.
Behind the Bengals.
So if they don't get a win
else.
going into, like,
next 2 weeks.
this week or next week, they're done.
They're out of it for sure.
So that's what I was going with.
Happy to hear it too, honestly.
Really?
I mean, I don't care about the Bills at this point. I'm over them. They were okay. They've had too many chances. They've had way too many chances, and I really want to see Diggs come into the Cowboys because it's been talked about since last season, and it'd be just crazy. So,
yeah.
Getting into NBA, or actually, I'll just do this other topic before because it's NFL related. So Zeke doesn't know it yet. I'll ask him first since he's blindly doing it. Start, bench, cut. Tyreek Hill, A.J. Brown, Justin Jefferson.
We're talking like if we're talking
Healthy.
right now.
Healthy.
Matter, like,
Healthy right now.
not keeping age in mind or anything, like none of that.
No, just healthy right now. Healthy right now. Who do you want on your team? Like, if trade deadline's today and you get to pick one of these players, basically, I guess. Start, bench, cut the players.
I'm starting Jay Jettis. Bench would be Tyreek, and I'm cutting AJ Brown.
Okay. I'm starting Tyreek is what I know for sure. The bench and cut is where I'm actually kind of having to decide right now.
This isn't.
Because this season, A.J. Brown's been ridiculous. But Justin Jefferson's been hurt for a lot. But when Jefferson was playing, I just feel like he wasn't at, like, an insane level, I guess. He's been really good. But I'm going Jefferson as bench.
Okay.
Just because I still think he's better. But A.J. Brown has been better. But I'll cut him. Jefferson's just better as, like, a player, though.
Yeah.
Like, A.J. Brown has a good team setup. He's not always the wide receiver one being guarded. They have a good run game, and Jalen Hurts can throw it good. If you put Jefferson
in that spot.
Yeah, dude, he's...
Well, I mean, Kirk Cousins.
He's having...
Kirk Cousins.
Okay, but that's not the Eagles' team.
Super accurate. Well,
Jalen Hurts is still better, and the team position would play a huge part because he wouldn't be being guarded all the time by... Like, if they're playing the Jets, Sauce is going to have to guard Devontae at some point. What?
It's like...
What?
But I don't want to say because it sounds stupid. Like, you really think about it. If I was a receiver, like, and I was like just straight trying to get the ball and everything, I'd rather have Kirk Cousins as a quarterback over Jalen Hurts.
I'd rather be on the Vikings. I wouldn't rather have Kirk.
Kirk is an excellent quarterback.
Yeah, he is. He's good. I'm not saying he's bad, but Jalen Hurts is easily better. And Jalen Hurts' deep ball is cash. Dude, we've seen that the past couple of weeks, too.
I still think that Kirk Cousins is a better ball. I mean, Kirk Cousins has...
This is for sure going to be a clip on Instagram, bro.
Like,
because that's honestly a pretty crazy take.
Of, like, throwing power or anything, but, like, accuracy in mind.
So, take away the run game. You'd rather have Kirk at your quarterback than Jalen Hurts.
If I'm just talking straight throwing the ball.
Just if you're not considering rushing in the quarterback.
I'm not directly considering rushing, like just.
No, I'm just saying take rushing away because that's the main thing that separates them.
Throwing from the pocket, no leaving the pocket. None of
a quarterback without the rushing stats, no rushing yards, no rushing touchdowns. Which one would you rather have as a quarterback?
Like
Kirk or Jalen Hurts as a quarterback?
I'd rather have Kirk Cousins.
Oh my god,
that's like
that's
half
a little.
of
I mean, it's
Jalen
not like
Hurts' thing,
insane.
though.
Yeah, it is,
saying,
but it's not
like Jalen
insane.
Hurts, if
But
he was, I mean,
it's more so. It's not
completely
completely
immobile.
just the
That's
quarterback part, but it's more so like
It's
the
name
deep
value,
ball and
too.
stuff. No, I'm talking about like
No.
the deep ball argument. I think Jalen
I
Hurts
don't
has a
think-
better deep ball, for sure.
And
I hate the
He does have
Eagles
a
more than
deep ball,
anything.
But I mean, like,
I don't know. That'll be
Justin
up. That's
Jefferson
up.
also isn't like
That's
a
up
deep
to
ball guy,
Instagram
too.
to decide.
He's more
Not
like,
really, but kind
He's
of.
not very fast. So I mean,
No.
he's fast, but he's not that fast. You know.
Yeah.
Like,
But getting into NBA would you rather's.
okay.
We did this yesterday, by the way, guys. Just so you
Yeah,
know,
by the
for
way, this is,
context,
the
we
second
did
time
this
we've recorded
whole
this.
episode yesterday. We already did this, but the dog, the mascot, ruined it.
You'll
So
never see the mascot again.
she's dead. But Austin Reeves is your player.
Okay.
So Austin Reeves or Alex Caruso?
Almost knocked it over again.
Alex Caruso.
Oh, okay. I forgot you started. I would rather have Austin Reeves.
Tyler Hero.
Tyler Hero.
Derek White.
Derek White.
Peyton Pritchard.
I would rather have Austin Reeves.
Okay. Cole Anthony.
Cole Anthony.
Okay. Emmanuel Quickly.
Emmanuel Quickly.
Desmond Bain.
Desmond Bain. 100%.
Okay, yeah. Derrick Rose.
I'd rather have Austin Reeves right now.
Good. Tyrese Maxey.
Tyrese Maxey.
Pre 50-point game, I made this. RJ Barrett.
I'd rather have Austin Reeves than RG
Okay.
Barrett. RG Barrett's a straight up bust at this point.
Pre car accident, Kelly Oubre. Prayers up for him. It's not funny, but it's just
Pre-car accident, if we're talking like,
when he was balling out, kind of.
he was okay.
He was
wasn't
playing. He was
balling,
putting
not
up
balling
like over 21 a night.
I want you
Pretty
to
sure.
pull up that stat to double check.
I'm pretty
that.
sure.
The last thing I remember, whenever like Kelly Oubre comes to mind, I think of the one like tweet screenshot. This bum Kelly Oubre put up 11 points. I'm gonna run him over with the car.
Dude, I didn't see that. He's averaging 16.3 now. Let me check the pre-car accident stats.
Well, he
When was
hasn't
that?
played so this car.
I know. It's been a few games. That's what I'm saying.
I don't know.
We'll just go over a few of the
It's
games,
like
I
Friday, I
guess.
think.
Um,
Just go check his like.
I'm
it should show
checking,
his
bro.
last
It's,
five or something
I'm working
like
on it. I'm on the
that.
ESPN.
You're going in too deep. It wasn't
I am.
hard.
Regular season, 2023-24. Dog, I can't. I give up. We'll just say I was wrong.
Supposed to be a TikTok.
But I can just cut it out.
Yeah, that's true.
I screen record these ones.
Mhm.
I post the video separately and then screen record the ones I post on Instagram. It's more efficient because I can do it during school when I'm not learning, paying attention. By the way, don't snitch on me for prize pick school. But your turn.
Oh, okay. That was your last one. I just realized that.
Yeah.
So my would you rather is Harden. Been in the news lately for
Okay.
being trash. Well,
I'm still not behind
actually
the
being,
trash train,
at
but-
basketball, but just like being a
Yeah.
locker room cancer.
I do know what you mean, for
hurting
sure.
the teams he's on.
Yeah.
Would you
I'm
rather?
not behind it yet, but I do want to see how it plays out.
Would you rather have Harden or Tyler Hero?
Right now, Tyler Hero, just based on this season.
Okay. Harden or LaMelo Ball?
LaMelo.
Yeah, that's
It's been really
I would
good.
agree with the LaMelo Ball. Like
Up
90
until,
times
like,
more than Tyler
yeah.
Hero for sure.
Yeah.
Harden or Jamal Murray? No injury, Jamal Murray.
I guess Jamal.
Okay.
That's a hard one though, because if
Harden
you
or
put him
Donovan
in
Mitchell?
his situation, that's crazy. D-Mitch.
Yeah.
Am I gonna
Harden-
pick him a single time?
I don't think you.
Okay, keep going.
Okay, Harden or Jaylen Brown?
Jaylen Brown.
Okay, Harden or Tyrese Maxey?
Tyrese Maxey right now.
Harden or Kyrie?
Kyrie's been really good.
Okay.
Dude, this is bad.
Harden or Anthony Edwards?
Ant.
Yeah.
He's also been insane.
Harden or Shea?
Shea, easy. So, damn, no Harden.
No Harden.
Pretty bad.
The only
might
player
get
I
hate
wouldn't
for that.
really agree with is I'd probably still take him over Tyler Hero right now.
That's fair. I mean, right now
But-
I wouldn't, because he's had really bad stats on the Clippers. Not like every night, but he has had some pretty bad nights on the Clippers already.
Yeah.
But
So
getting into the recap of our games, I did pretty good this week. Zeke didn't do bad either at all. I think I only missed 3 and you might have missed 5 or 6. But starting with Panthers, Bears. Bears won. I had them. Zeke had Panthers. Nothing to say about that horrible game. Colts versus Patriots in Germany. Colts ended up winning that. Also horrible game. Texans versus Bengals. I almost went with the Texans, and it was a really good game. But I did go with the Bengals.
Good weeks in a row for the Texans.
Yeah.
For just being
it's going to keep happening, too.
Competitive.
Yeah. Texans won. We both had the Bengals. And then there was Vikings versus Saints. I had Vikings. You had Saints. Pasternaut lands on the moon again. I don't even know, bro. He's really good. And
he's going to be the challenger, so.
Oh, comeback player of the year, Josh Dobbs. He didn't come back from anything, but MVP season, okay?
Okay. Also, I think the challenger joke flew right over your head.
I didn't hear it, I don't think.
So,
what'd you say?
The spaceship, the challenger.
Oh.
Blew up.
Oh, okay.
My bad.
I don't think I would have gotten that one. I don't know much about
spaceships.
I don't know
exploding.
much about NASA. I don't follow along.
You're not a pastronaut like me.
I don't keep up with the stats for that sport, you know?
Yeah.
But let's turn into a space podcast.
Yeah.
Okay, mid-episode, let's forget. No, never mind. Josh Dobbs is cooking with a pretty crappy Vikings team right now, too.
No.
Pretty bad.
No.
They don't have a ton. KJ Osborne is out, and Jefferson is out.
That team isn't bad.
It's not bad. It's just
built well.
Yeah, it's just not made to be
So
winning.
is TJ Hawkinson, too.
Oh, yeah, he is really good. I forgot.
150 yards.
Yeah, I did forget about him.
And 10 catches this week.
But Packers versus Steelers. The Steelers ended up winning. We both had them. Steelers are looking solid, honestly. Like, it's not a good team to beat, but
yeah,
it's good for my prediction of the season for them. Titans versus Bucks. Derrick Henry shut down. 3 fantasy points. Don't. Not we. Derrick Henry sucks.
Yeah.
Bucks won. We both had them, though. 49ers, Jags. Zeke went with the Jags for some reason. 49ers
I even
down
said it
on
in the
them.
video. I was like, I know they're probably not going to lose this game, but, like,
Yeah.
especially because they already lost 3 in a row.
Yeah. Browns, Ravens had an unexpected ending with the Browns winning.
Yeah.
Ravens should have won that realistically, but good game by the Browns defense. We both had the Ravens. Falcons, Cardinals. For some reason, I expected a Falcons upset. I think I also said for that one, like, it's probably wrong. But Cardinals ended up winning. You had Cardinals. And then the last 4, the next 4 we went perfect. The last one we missed. Lions, Chargers. Lions won in one of the best games of the year so far, probably. Not defensively, though. 41-38.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Game
79 points, unless I'm stupid or something.
Yeah.
Gross.
Taking that over 50-plus points.
I wonder what the line was. It might have been like 49, honestly.
Lines are usually like...
Probably was like
49.5. Like that, it was probably like 40.
Yeah.
50.
Something around there.
I can look it up, I guess. But
Do it while I look this up. Giants, Cowboys went as expected. Cowboys killed the Giants. Seahawks beat the Commanders. We both had them, even though I almost went with the Commanders because they're a solid team. Jets lost to the new Raiders.
it was 48 point.
Yeah, that's what I figured it would be around there. I'm addicted. I knew almost exactly. I was one off, bro. I would have probably taken the over, honestly, for that. It just seemed like a game that would be
not that many
electric.
Points. It's
No.
25 points each.
Yeah.
It's the easiest way to get that.
And then Broncos beat the Bills last night. I even put, I don't know if you'll be able to see it, I put the green check marks next to the Bills winning and next to our predictions before the game even happened, like in the morning. Because I thought the Broncos would lose, but the Bills suck.
It was a bad day.
Speaking of last week, everyone expected. I mean, most.
I feel like
Broncos on primetime, don't count them out, but it was
they've won
pretty
3
expected.
good games in a row.
Yeah. They look
They're
good. Don't
not
count them.
bad
Don't
at
count
all.
them out of even like playoff stuff yet. Honestly, at this point,
Yeah, they're not counted out for sure. in my
so
book, at
they
least.
could do something this year. Like if
mean,
they really pick it up like they are recently, that'd be insane. That'd probably be the craziest thing I've
mean,
ever
they
seen
could-
in
they could-
football. Honestly,
You win the division if the whole Chiefs team died.
what is
don't
happening?
even know.
Someone is
Somebody's
digging around my front yard.
a spring over there.
It's like the Pixar lamp or whatever it is.
What is that?
But
Started thinking of
speaking
this.
of last week in football and fantasy football, our predictions, mine were decent. I had out of 6 total. Did you fart?
No.
So, out of 6 total picks, 3 hit, 2 missed, 1 was iffy. My sleepers, I had Dak Prescott, who got 37.8. Best quarterback of the week. And I'm sure most people did start him, but I'm sure some people just didn't. And I told you so.
Yeah.
Jake Ferguson had 12.6, so it was definitely more than he was projected. He was projected like 8 or 9. So I know. Brandon Cooks went insane. And then Gus Edwards I had as a sleeper. He got 9.8 for some reason. My busts, I had Saquon, who got 7.1, so that was actually a really good one.
Mm-hmm.
Jerome Ford, who got 11.9, so that's the iffy one. He did okay. He did pretty good, I think. And then my last bust was Devontae Adams, who got 14.6, and I'm checking.
I'd also like to say the Seahawks are on bye this week.
I think so.
I don't know.
Shit, are they? No, they're not. They play the Rams.
Oh.
Kenneth Walker had 19.7.
Okay, he finally.
And you
did
told
something.
you did say like as an extra one that he would do bad last week. You mentioned
I
it
say
during
that?
the game predictions, yeah. Or like during the fantasy, you said at some point you were like, I was right this week. I'm not putting him in there, but I'll say it again.
Okay, yeah, you're right. I remember what you're talking about. Okay, so my sleepers were Alexander Madison, who had 4.3, got a concussion.
Dang.
Not good. Marquise Brown, 3.8. Not good. I expected a big week from Kyler, but I guess Trey McBride is his main
Yeah,
target.
dude,
So
that's
I won't make that mistake
crazy.
again. Good thing I traded him.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
actually,
true.
I don't know. It's probably too early to call.
It is
It's
pretty
one
early,
game.
yeah.
He still had like 38 yards or something like that. But
Yeah. He's not bad.
So then my last one was Tyler Lockett. Good pick.
Good.
He had 23.3. He was off of like a few mediocre weeks.
Yeah. He's always iffy. He's always like decent during seasons.
Mhm.
He's never super good or super bad.
Did you do your bust already?
Yeah.
Okay. So my busts are Amari Cooper, who had 15.8, so I was wrong. I won't elaborate on that. Christian Kirk had 14.4. That's like barely
That's pretty
better
good.
than what he was projected, but I was wrong. And then
If I
lastly,
saw that on my fantasy team, I'd be
Chris
happy.
Godwin had 9.4, which I was right about because I said Mike Evans was going to have a big week this week. I said it was going to be one or the other, but then I made sure to say. I said my actual words were if Chris Godwin doesn't have a bad week, then Mike Evans is going to have a horrible week.
Yeah.
And it was going to be one or the other.
Yeah.
And-
Which is usually true.
Yeah.
Sometimes they both go off though, which is
Yeah,
fun
it's
to
true.
watch. That's when
Those
the
are my
Bucks just
three.
look insane. Is when they both go off. But you did all yours.
Yeah.
So, getting into next week's sleepers and busts, or let me say that again for the TikTok. So, week 11.
Yeah, week 11.
Week 11 sleepers and busts. For me, I said Brandon Cooks, Dallas wide receiver versus Carolina as a sleeper. He got 33 last week, and he went insane. He'll do it again versus an even worse
He's been
team.
heating up for sure.
Yeah. Josh Dobbs, Minnesota quarterback versus Denver. Denver is respectable now, but Josh Dobbs is more respectable. And then I said Jake Ferguson, Dallas tight end versus Carolina is also going to be a sleeper because he's really good, and people are still really underrating him. And then for my busts, I said Adam Thielen versus Dallas. Adam Thielen's been mid the last 2 or 3 weeks, and I expect him to continue that against the best defense in the league. I said Chris Godwin, Tampa Bay wide receiver versus San Francisco. Going with what Zeke just said, it's either going to be him or Mike Evans who has a bad week.
Can you say it's Mike Evans this week?
No, I'm going to actually say Mike Evans instead of Chris Godwin. Just flip that because Mike Evans is probably going to get guarded more, I would say. And then
Okay.
D-Hop, Tennessee wide receiver versus Jacksonville. He's super mid again because we realized that Will Levis is going to start playing at his true potential, which is bad. And now he's over. So that's mine.
Okay. So, my week 11 sleepers and busts. My first sleeper is Josh Dobbs. I think after Monday Night Football, you would say, like, because what I said, he was startable against that Broncos defense. And I just want to say that they were fumble merchants last night. Pick merchants. Well, first of all, like, if we're talking, like, modern stance, Josh Allen's the closest thing to Brett Favre. He will throw 2 picks a game, but he'll be really good at the same time. So I'm going with Josh Dobbs, who's going to perform well. Rostered 39% of leagues. I think it's up now. I don't know.
would
It's not
think so.
Wednesday yet.
He's a bench player for a lot of people now.
Moving on to Devin Singletary. Bad defense, 30 carries last week, 150 yards.
30 carries.
Yeah, playing that Arizona defense, which gets manhandled by running backs. Bijan Robinson did it last week after weeks of not being used.
30 carries is insane.
Home state. But what was I going to say? I forgot. Deontay Foreman had 2 weeks of 20-plus carries. He's averaging 80 yards per game. If he scores a touchdown, he'll be a good scorer.
Yeah.
For your flex spot, probably in most leagues, unless you're in like a super deep league where you would need him at RB2.
Yeah.
Or if you're having injuries or bye weeks.
Yeah, especially injuries, he'd be good to pick up.
And then moving on to my bus, I have Keaton Mitchell, who is not there's no point in picking him up at this point. He had like one really odd week where he got he didn't even have a lot of carries. He had 13 carries, but he had a ton of yards.
He did like okay, and then
so that was it. And then last week he had 3 carries, and like 1 reception. But he still scored like 13.9, which is pretty good. But
yeah, it's not bad.
I don't see him continuing that unless he makes like a really weird jump this week, which I could be wrong about. I'm not afraid of being wrong.
Yeah, it's fair.
Because I'm wrong a lot. But
not me.
Yeah, then I'll make my mental adjustments on what I think about Keaton Mitchell.
Yeah.
But moving on to Tyler Boyd. With Higgins out this week, he still won't get great targets, so we'll just shift over to Jamar Chase.
Yeah.
He's probably a waiver wire in most leagues, to be honest.
Yeah,
right now.
I would think so.
Like, you could pick him up. I don't think he's going to be really startable, even at flex.
Joe Mixon will probably do good too. So.
Joe Mixon probably will get more carries this week.
So don't start.
The
other guy.
And then lastly, I had Noah Brown. He had 2 really good weeks in a row.
Cowboys legend.
But I don't think those stats are sustainable, and they used Devin Singletary a lot last week against that Cardinals defense, which they'll probably throw all over, but they'll run all over him too.
Yeah.
And NFL offenses prefer to run, to be honest. It's just a thing they do rather than throw picks, I guess.
I don't know.
Just like, if you notice, it's like if they're playing a bad team.
It's really just 50-50.
Yeah, I guess.
It just depends
I
what
agree
you
what you
need.
say, but I feel like playing the Cardinals, that Texans team is
depending on who you want to.
Just because it's going to be easier, and also you don't want to wear a.
If I'm the Texans, I'm probably throwing it more against.
I don't know
the Cardinals.
The Cardinals
because they have a
really
decent,
bad defensive backcourt.
Yeah, they have a decent D line and Devin and
our D line's not good at this.
Yeah,
point.
but
it's really washed.
Whoever I'm thinking of, Texans running back who I picked up, he's trash. And then the receiving core is crazy on the Texans now with C.J. Stroud.
Are you feel like Dameon Pierce?
Yeah,
he's injured.
Oh yeah, is he?
He's questionable right now. I don't know. He might play.
He's been
questionable all
season,
year for being used.
So,
especially after that great season last year, I drafted him pretty high.
Yeah, he did do good. And then you have next week's games.
Okay. Thursday Night Football, we have the Bengals playing the Ravens in Baltimore. I have the Ravens getting the win without T. Higgins, which hasn't been that big.
It's no impact on the game.
He had a good
I'll
week
still go with him.
2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
pretty good week.
But
moving on to the morning slate Sunday morning, we have the Steelers playing the Browns. I have the Cleveland Browns getting the win.
I think the Steelers pulled it off on that day.
Moving on to the Bears playing the Lions, I have the Detroit Lions winning. I feel like that's pretty obvious at this point. But moving on to the Chargers playing the Packers, I have the Chargers.
Of course.
No discussion needed.
Especially because
this one I will have a
in
slight
my notebook
discussion.
And the videos.
Raiders are playing the Dolphins, and I think that the Raiders are going to pull it off.
Oh, do you actually think they're going to win?
Mm-hmm.
Hell no. Dolphins.
Oops. I accidentally touched the mic.
Yeah, in the Cardinals video that I have coming tomorrow, guys. The rest of the season, you guys are going to hear a lot of L's for the same teams for me because I'm predicting, I think, 7 or 8 teams to practically lose out and win like 1 or 2 games. So get ready for that. But continue.
The Giants are playing the Commanders. I got the
Commanders
by at least 17.
Giants are one of them, guys.
That's my over. If I don't know whatever the posted line is gonna be, it's probably gonna be like 14.5.
Probably like 11.5. Check. I feel like I'm right.
It would be posted already, right?
Or 13.5 is my guess.
That's something interesting.
11 or 13. It's one of the two.
Make your decision.
It's one of the two. Who the hell?
Red line.
It's John.
Why is it taking me so long to get here?
Yeah, why is it taking me so long to do this?
Wait. Speed.
Can you see the lines on there?
Yeah.
Oh.
They post on. Ooh, yeah, they do. They post them on here. I must have tripping. I was like, no, they don't.
Is it?
The line is 9.5. I would take the over on that.
Yeah, me too.
Moving on to the Cowboys playing the Panthers. I want to see what that line is real quick.
My guess is 19.5.
I'm guessing 10.5.
It's 10.5
Yeah, the line's 10.5.
for Cowboys Panthers?
Yeah.
What the hell? Okay, well, I'm taking Dallas by.
The line against the Giants was 17.5.
That was the biggest
Disgusting.
cover spread in like a long time, apparently. I'm
Moving
taking Cowboys
on.
by at least 21 that day.
I'm sitting by my 17.5 adjustment.
Nah.
So I think they win by 17. That's my.
Vegas called after your prediction.
Yeah. The Titans are playing the Jaguars.
If you fell back, that'd be really funny.
I'll die.
You fall through the window. I got the Jags beating the Titans.
I think
pretty easily.
the Titans pull it off.
Okay. Cardinals play the Texans. I have
Texans.
the Texans getting it done.
Although Cardinals will be doing decent from now on, but Texans I feel like just can't
feel
lose
like
to
the
a team like the
Cardinals,
Cardinals on this streak.
I want Kyler to do good just so they don't say, like, we're going to draft Caleb Williams.
Yeah.
As a Cardinals fan, I just don't see the point in doing that. Especially because I don't think Caleb Williams is, like, going to be super generational. I think
He's
he'll be,
not.
like, good,
He's
but I don't think
gonna
he's going to
go.
be, like, any better than, like, Trevor Lawrence good.
Yeah, he's probably not going to be insane, honestly.
He's Daniel Jones, too.
That's where he's going.
Yeah.
He's marketable in New York.
Yeah, he wants to own the whole team.
He wants to own stake
He wants
in the
90%
team.
of the team.
Dumbass.
So moving on, we have the Bucks playing the Niners. in
No,
San
going back, if
Francisco.
you hear this, don't come on the podcast, Caleb. Okay, continue. I got the Niners beating the Bucks. We don't mess with Caleb.
I have up next the Jets playing the Bills in Buffalo. I have the Buffalo Bills getting it done.
Jets. I think it's
he
the
saw
thing.
The Zach Wilson yeet in it.
Jets are winning
I
that.
said that like
I know.
that in week 2. And still, I still think about it.
Jets are winning against Buffalo.
Okay.
And
Elaborate a
saying
little
this
bit at this
extra early in a few weeks,
Just
the
happened
Patriots
recently.
are going to figure out how to beat Buffalo as well. So be ready for
Okay.
that game.
Yeah, Patriots are gonna win out.
It's gonna be the
But
craziest
the
game
second pick,
ever.
they draft Marvin Harrison.
Yeah, okay. buddy.
Moving on to the Seahawks playing the Rams in LA. Doesn't matter at all. Just wanted to get that out. I'm going with
Seahawks
the
are going
Seahawks.
to win, and they're going
Not
to
by much.
further help the Rams get above the Cardinals draft spot. Unfortunately,
the Rams.
if the Rams lose to Seahawks and Cardinals, they have the spot
they're not gonna
above.
lose to the Cardinals.
Yeah,
never
they
lose
are.
To the Cardinals.
They're going
Ever.
to. They're going to. This year, watch. In the next game, they're going to. Kyler's ready for that
Since Sean
rivalry
McVay
game,
came
bro.
in, the Cardinals have won,
Kyler's
like,
ready
2
for that
games in, like,
rivalry game,
7
baby.
years.
Watch. Just you'll see. I'm just saying, it is true though. If that happens, you guys are screwed. Extra
Yeah,
screwed.
for sure.
Yeah. That's gonna
I
be.
still
that-
think there's a chance we trade up.
I
just
was
'cause
saying that to a teacher earlier. I was like, that's the big game that I'm even going to be watching is the Cardinals Rams because whoever loses that gets
for every
whoever
team.
loses
Actually,
that.
anybody in the top 5, it changes a lot.
Yeah, it doesn't even matter who loses that like overall though, but it matters more for the Cardinals. If Cardinals win that, they lose
Yeah.
Marvin Harrison for sure.
Unless we
If
trade
not,
up, I
there's
guess.
still a chance, but
And
I don't think they will.
then Sunday Night Football, we have the Vikings playing the Broncos. Primetime Russ has been getting it done. So
it's a pretty good game. I'm excited for that game, actually. Two good teams.
I'm going with the Broncos.
Stomach.
I'm
I'm gonna go. I don't know. That's kind of hard. I don't want to bet against Russ at all, so don't take it as that. But I am gonna go Vikings.
Take it. And then Monday Night Football is the Eagles playing the Chiefs.
That's a
In
good freaking
Arrowhead,
game.
I'm going
Let's go
with the
Chiefs.
Philadelphia Eagles.
What? You switched it?
Yeah,
You're lame.
for fun.
Okay, well, he gets to be wrong.
Get into injuries, buddy.
Okay.
And then I get to have.
And
my
then we get to go
time
hoop.
about it.
And
Oh.
so, injuries next week, quite a few. Derek Carr, right shoulder, uncertain. How long? Possibly out for a week. It's a bug. Baker Mayfield, mild thumb sprain, expected to play. Deshaun Watson, high ankle sprain, uncertain. Taylor Heineke, strained hamstring, out for a few weeks. Ramondre Stevenson, low back injury, not concerned. He's on a bye week. Alexander Madison, concussion, uncertain, and depends on protocol. Keenan Allen, left shoulder injury, assuming it's not a type 2 injury, he's expected to play. Michael Thomas, MCL sprain, severity, and expected timeout unclear. Aaron Rodgers is now, it was last night I was putting he was expected to come back by December, and now they're saying Thanksgiving. So, that's insane. I
That's
can't believe that.
unbelievable.
It's unreal how
It makes Cam
How
Akers
well
come
he can
Back in less
progress.
than a year look disgusting.
Yeah. Aaron Rodgers is Aaron Rodgers is unreal. Rashid Shaheed, right hip or groin injury, unclear severity. Zay Flowers, right forearm injury, played through it, no further details. TJ Hawkinson, rib injury, played through pain, expected to do so again. Tank Dell might have a concussion again. That is all for this week. I will see you guys.
Wait, one more injury. Michael Thomas president. Just what I said.
Okay.
We had a whole rant about. I had
Last
a whole rant
night,
about that.
dude, off
On
camera.
the original.
We were just talking to
Every
mics
time
with no
we lose
footage.
I end up having like.
We end up
all-time
having some
rants.
sort of discussion. It's weird.
Yeah.
But
Well, that was it.
I'll see you guys twice tomorrow,
Mhm.
and we will see you next week.